Okay, let's do this.
Still having problems with the YouTube link.
Is it the checklist verification piece?
I'm trying to get to that part on the settings, but I'm having trouble finding it.
Hello, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh my goodness, struggles! Alright, I hope we're recording. Let's see, it says we're live.
Wait, I'm with Sarah right now. Can you send her through her Gmail?
Yeah, Sarah, let me, I gotta pull up my Gmail one more time, hold on. Thank you guys for being patient.
Yeah, I mean, thank you for doing this, because I wouldn't have been able to figure it out.
Yeah. Alrighty. Y'all are at James Madison?
Yeah.
Cool, what year are you?
I'm a junior.
Very
Sarah's
nice.
a senior.
Cool. And architecture majors?
Yeah, we're both. Yeah.
Sweet. Okie doke. I just added Sarah.
Okay. He just sent it to you. Thank you.
Yep. Alright. So
Unless it would be easier if we just both come in one camera view.
That might work actually. Alright, does anybody have access to our major document?
Yeah. Yes.
Anonymous Penguin, whoever you are, can you edit this? One of us is Anonymous Penguin and now Anonymous Buffalo. But this Anonymous Cat does not have access. Okay. Then we'll just wait for everybody else and then we'll get started. Caitlin, can you see the document?
No.
Alright, let me post it in here. It's on the Google spreadsheet that has all of our information on it, if you'll recall. It's at the top where Group 6 is listed.
Yeah, I'm in it. I don't know if I could edit it or not.
Okay. Megan, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you see me?
No, we cannot see you.
Okay.
You're going to have to probably make your video camera live on this feature and or log out of the WebEx thing. Okay. Hey,
Yeah, sorry.
Sarah?
Got it.
Sweet, you're good. So Megan, your camera's probably occupied by the WebEx thing, so you're going to have to log out of WebEx and then log into this.
Okay.
Because you can't do two video
Okay.
things
I
at
thought
once.
I left the WebEx meeting.
Yeah, and we're all going to have to log back in towards whatever 30-minute mark is. Somebody keep time.
Yeah. She said 2:20.
220.
I can edit this document. Can anyone else?
All right, you've just been awarded the task of editing the document. Thank you.
It's the back channel one, right?
It is the 6x major document.
Yeah, I can see Amanda editing it.
Sweet. Okay. Is Amanda on the call? That might.
No, but she's editing the document.
Okay. Well.
We'll write something in the document to tell her to get on the call.
Right. I've already added her to the thing. Let's see if she can respond. And she's on Google Plus, so she should get the document and the link. Let's see.
I'll just write.
Patience, patience.
Do we need to be in both the Google Docs document and the back channel document?
I think the back channel document is just for questions, and that if we have something that we need to talk to Humira about or anybody else about.
Gotcha.
Oh, man.
Do you hear an echo between us?
No.
Okay.
Can you hear anything, Amanda? Is that or Megan?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. I still can't figure out why my video is not coming up because it says it's on, and I signed out of the web. So, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we can just play nice like this if that works for everybody.
Is your camera turned off, Megan?
No, it's on. I see the light. So I think I might leave the call and just rejoin it and see if that does anything.
Okay.
All right.
All right, and then once she gets back on, why don't we go ahead and start?
What is our Google Hangout link? Are there links for them?
Good question.
Because you're recording it, correct?
Right.
So there has to be a way to access it again, I guess.
Yeah. Post on the top. You see where you can add somebody to the call? There's a link to share. If you just post Hangout invitation, then just use that link to share it with whoever else is on the document.
Right. Sorry.
You got it?
No. Oh, Megan joined.
Hi.
Hey, Megan.
Hi.
We can see you now.
All right, good.
Sweet. All right, we all hear somebody calling us, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody see an answer feature?
No.
I don't know. Oh, man.
Well, shouldn't you be getting the call since
Yeah,
you're...
probably.
Oh, video call. I got it. Reply.
Answer.
Hello? Oh, never mind. Sorry, I thought that worked.
Okay.
Did that work?
No.
Somebody here?
Mm-mm.
You don't see anything.
All right. Sarah, do you have the live link? The
No.
link to share?
Is it just the browser link?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay, I'll just put that in the document.
Okay. And let's see.
I think it's that. If someone...
I've just enabled the chat feature, and I posted the document, the link in the chat window. Should you see that?
Ooh. Oh, Claire? Is she on the call?
I sent her an invitation.
She messaged and said, is this working for people?
All right. Tell her that we've just added her again.
Invited people. This is...
All right. Do you see that link on the side?
Yes.
Cool. If you'll just put that in the document, that way
Yeah, I could see it.
anybody else that's on the document but not on the call can access it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the same link I had, but let me just copy it and do it yours, because I think yours works better.
Yeah, it has the invitation.
Oh, okay.
Got it?
Yep.
Okay. Well then, why don't we just go ahead and start? I think Amanda's just joined us. Hey, Amanda.
Hi.
Thanks for joining.
Thanks.
Alrighty. And I've added Claire too, so she should join us when she opens the link in her inbox. Cool?
So we started this call at what time, so we can just keep track?
Well, Himara said to be back in WebEx at 2:20.
2:20, okay, good.
Okay.
So the first, so it says first, recommend each student to speak for 1 minute, extracurriculars, curricular activities, things like that. So someone wants to start it off?
Anybody? I can go ahead.
Okay.
So my name's Ben Riddle. I go to Furman University in Greenville, South Carolina, and I'm currently engaged kind of at the faculty, student, and administrative levels with students in an organization called the Furman Creative Collaborative. It's a group that essentially is creating events around entrepreneurship, creativity, and design on campus. Through this group, we've started TEDx Furman, and TEDx Furman actually is conveniently occurring the same date as the Open Conference, so I'll have to jet off for that. But we've got about 50 members, and everybody's really stoked about this stuff on campus. With the faculty, I'm creating a new course this semester called Design for Creative Placemaking. This is the second iteration of a course that we taught last year called Design for Social Change. So again, trying to create new courses with faculty, and at the administrative level, working with the Board of Trustees to begin exploring stuff like this. So it's yeah, it's cool to join a network of other folks that are doing the same, and I can't wait to hear what you guys are up to.
Great. I can go next. Can you guys see me? Is it okay?
Yeah.
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 My name is Sarah. I'm a senior. I study interior architecture. I'm very involved within interdisciplinary in the campus. So I just came back from Stanford, actually, where I attended a conference focusing on interdisciplinary work. It was through A2RU, and it focused on bridging different disciplines to achieve one goal. So coming back from that, I've been working on creating a workshop within the School of Arts and also the School of Engineering Business to do like a one-day intensive where we'll all come around, like we have a new space that we just opened for innovators to come together. So want to create like an afternoon intensive for people to, brainstorm different ideas. I'm the president of our club, which Caitlin is on the call as my vice president. So we work very much with our program and trying to branch out to others as well. So yeah.
I guess I can go next. I'm Amanda Ayoops. I'm a junior in industrial and operations engineering at the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor. On campus itself, we already have a lot of entrepreneurship organizations and events and things like that. Our biggest student-run entrepreneurship organization is Empowered, which I'm a part of for the past few years. We do a lot of events. I'm sure some of you have actually heard of some, like 1,000 Pitches, which is the biggest pitch competition in the country. MHAX, which is the biggest hackathon in the country. We have Startup Weekend, Ann Arbor, things like that. So within that organization, there's a lot of good events that a lot of students across the campus are a part of, which I think can always grow. And it's always hard because I think, obviously, discipline-wise, there's a lot of engineers, a lot of business kids, and the struggle is always to get the other disciplines and ages in as well. I'm also part of a biomedical engineering organization where we design different medical devices for developing nations. So it's an interdisciplinary organization as well. And within the College of Engineering, we have a lot of different design teams. We actually have a minor that you get for being on a design team. So I guess in general, U of M has a lot of entrepreneurship activity, but one of our struggles is connecting it all together and kind of working off each other.
Cool.
Yeah, I can go. So I'm just kind of starting off in this whole interdisciplinary organization, so I'm not really a big part of anything yet, but I am fully aware that these things are coming out in our campus, like what Sarah's working with. So I'm really I'm trying to get involved with that and work my way up, kind of. Like Sarah said, I'm vice president of the Interior Architecture Club here with her, and we do a lot of events, like trying to get the arts department more noticed and how it relates to other majors across our campus.
Cool. Who's next?
Okay, I could go next. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So my name is Claire Sakaguchi, and I am a product design major. So one of the groups that I'm in so I go to University of Oregon, is a group called Design for America, and our mission is to really make social change in our communities through human-centered design and working in interdisciplinary teams. So I've been on the autism team for a while, and we did first-person observation at a school down in our little city, and we're able to kind of do iterative testing and see what was working and not working when we were doing our product development. And so we really try to have a diversity of majors because we believe that, if it's just a team of designers, we might be missing different perspectives that are important. So that's super important for us, and it's a big struggle every year to be able to recruit across all the different majors, but that's really our main mission for that. And then I'm also the president of our Industrial Design Society of America chapter at Oregon, and that is focused mostly on trying to find gaps in just kind of the educational setting to prepare students better for real-world job life, because a lot of times I think that in school you don't get exposed to that kind of thing. So that's kind of my mission for that. And I guess our program's really new, so I think we've only had maybe 5 graduating classes. So it's kind of been hard for us to start reaching out to other programs, because at this point we really just want to make sure that our own program is sustainable and working well. So one of my missions would be definitely to try and work more with the entrepreneurship program, because I think that the implementation stage is often overlooked in our design process, and we don't always realize, how are we going to get something off the ground, and who would be our target audience for that. And we don't have a strict engineering program at our school, but our neighboring school is about 45 minutes away. Their strength is engineering, so I would also try really hard to connect with them to get different views on design and engineering.
I'll go next. Can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm Megan Olson. I'm a dual major at Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute in Troy, New York. I'm studying mechanical engineering and design, innovation, and technology. So I really started getting involved in entrepreneurship stuff my freshman year on campus with different competitions that RPI hosts. One is called the Change the World Challenge, and another is called the Elevator Pitch Competition. So I've entered the Change the World Challenge multiple times and won it multiple times, and same for the elevator pitch competition. And this year I'm leading the planning committee for the elevator pitch competition because so we have a great entrepreneurial ecosystem at RPI, but the vice provost of entrepreneurship just retired in the fall, and they didn't fill his role, and so the elevator pitch competition wasn't going to happen. So
Can anyone else not hear her?
No, I lost her.
Yeah, I think hers froze.
I just didn't know if it was just me. Okay, well,
Who
she's
else is
still on the
left?
team. I think that, one more person.
Okay.
I haven't gone yet.
Yes.
Have you guys?
Okay.
Have all of you gone?
Yeah, you're the last
Yeah.
one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was having trouble finding the Google Hangout link, and then I noticed it in the document itself. Anywho, I am Gurlavleen Rathore. I'm a PhD student here at Texas A&M University, and I'm majoring in interdisciplinary engineering. Doesn't really tell you much about what I actually do. My PhD or dissertation is on examining the effects of the characteristics of design problems and how that relates to student creativity. So I'm looking at the link between those two, and just so we could help educators design tasks or challenges that would actually help promote creativity for students. What else? I'm sorry, I'm a little drowsy here. Took some medicine and I'm like falling asleep now. So that was. Is there anything else I need to talk about?
No, I think that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So the next topic to talk about, it says, identify an imaginative way that your department could expose students to innovation and entrepreneurship in a way that is specific to your field, discipline, or major. It says recommend each student speaks for a minute or so. I can go if no one else wants to talk.
Go ahead, sir.
Go ahead.
I think pushing, I guess this workshop that I'm starting just happened about a week ago, so allowing the brainstorming period to continue to go on, and focusing on what topics and what focuses could allow for different students to be interested, because I think that's the first step. In order for students that aren't as involved as some of us and aren't as passionate about everything, how can they be interested to, branch out is, I guess, my struggle and main question with everything. Ideally, in an ideal, perfect world, everyone would just come together for a one-day thing, and everyone's ideas would just like mesh together perfectly. But I think allowing for the bridging of that a little easier and understanding that as designers we think one way and as engineers you think a different way, and as business people you all think completely differently. So just allowing the mesh, maybe design design process exercises. At this conference I went to, we were at the D School at Stanford, and they took us through like some really cool design intensives for engineers to understand the design process, and for us to then understand the engineering design process. And I think that was a really interesting way to expose us all to things we weren't comfortable with.
I guess I can go. Within the College of Engineering itself, I think it'd be really important to start young, kind of. So as freshmen come in, to get them already thinking about the design process, entrepreneurship, things like that. And we already have a required course as a freshman, which is Engineering 100, and it's basically a design project of some sort. There's different categories and different, I guess, themes to each one. But within that, a lot of times those kinds of projects you can easily take on to the next level after working on it for a semester. And giving those students the resources and understanding the design process at that early age is really important. But a lot of times by the end of the semester, when students have been working on that project for so long, a lot of the resources aren't laid out to them very easily by their professors of that class. So I guess improving that could be one idea to start young and everything.
Yeah, totally. Just to build off of that, I'm in an interdisciplinary curriculum program at Furman that's housed out of the art department. And noting on the starting young, we had a portfolio day where a group of students came in for scholarship pitches, and we walked them through a design thinking boot camp just in the portfolio day experience. And so kids that were not familiar with product design, engineering, building, or really anything about like a design methodology, wrap their heads around this problem-solving set in a weekend. And the pitch was to design an affordable housing solution for the homeless. In Greenville, South Carolina right now, there's a lot of conversation about the issue of homelessness and how we can solve it to really address the problem in an area of town known as Tent City, where there's hundreds of people that are living in tents, literally. And so you had all these baby freshmen that weren't even on campus yet, working to make stuff. And it was so exciting for our faculty, our art faculty, and a lot of the business faculty that were there too, just in the room, to see these students walk through this process naturally. Because I think a large holdback for them, or stumbling block for them, is thinking that new courses around design thinking or new courses around product design or any interdisciplinary field like this aren't really warranted by students yet. So the university doesn't pump money into new faculty positions. So seeing these kids in a freshman experience, or pre-freshman experience even, begin to walk through this stuff was really, I think, an important step in setting some precedents or creating the need for more courses on campus. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. That's a really cool start that you guys do to things.
Yeah, it was literally one of those things that you kind of pull out of the hat last minute. The director of the art department was like, "Hey, can you lead a workshop?" And I was like, "Why not?" So yeah, it was a really cool experience.
It's interesting because they don't know anything either, which is so freeing. Like they have no limitations.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And we have a freshman orientation experience. We call it O-Week, and I've talked about having a design boot camp for everybody that's coming through, during that O-Week session. Furman has the liberty of only having 2,600 kids on campus, and so that O-Week setting is really intimate. And so I think you could have a lot of impact, or really make a lot of impact just in, people's minds that'll go on to do pre-law, pre-med, bio or whatever. So it's interesting.
Yeah, I think that workshops can be really powerful because I do agree that design thinking is something that people don't always understand. I know whenever I've done a design workshop, people always automatically just want to jump to the solution. It's like, okay, you're missing out on just a lot of the design process. And so I think it does help to start out young, and then also definitely putting it kind of in a context of what people are already working on. So, connecting it with whatever discipline they're in, whatever makes sense for their understanding is important.
Yeah, I think starting out with the process is a big thing, because if we're focusing, well, for us in architecture especially, like a project goes through so many steps that includes engineering and business background, so you can't produce an outcome without having those people there behind you and supporting you through your project. So if a beginning architecture student comes in and they have no education with the engineering department or anything behind them, then like their projects might not be at the point where they could be. And I think that creating a workshop or something like what Sarah is working on now to start at JMU would be really cool, and possibly even furthering that to like what you did, Ben, and starting before they even come to school would be really beneficial for our school and for all different schools out there.
Right.
I can talk a little bit about what's going on here at Texas A&M. From what I've noticed so far, my major, it's sort of a self-made program, and it only exists at a master's and the PhD level. And I'm not sure if anyone else is currently doing the interdisciplinary engineering degree right now. So I'm mostly going to talk about design and entrepreneurial opportunities here at A&M from the perspective of my experience here at A&M as a teaching assistant, and also my master's degree, which was actually in mechanical engineering. So what I've noticed here is that they do have freshman experiences, like the first 2 freshman courses where they do these, build these things using Legos and all that, and I believe they were funded by MSF, so they had a change of program. And so the first 2, they do get to learn a little bit about the design process. But I'm not sure how well the message gets across, because they do get taught these little things, but at the same time, I don't think it's very explicit to them as to, yes, there is actually a design process, and you start at one point, start generating ideas and whatnot, and it doesn't really end at the creation of the product either. You have to take the product to the market. So that innovation piece, I believe, is missing from the freshman courses. And I know they have senior design capstone courses here at A&M, and I want to say that a lot of them probably go out to the industry. The professors go out to the industry and sort of bring in projects for students to do. So I ended up as a grad student taking my very first design course. My undergrad was in engineering physics, so I never really got to experience the entire design process until I got to grad school. And this was a class called Product Design, and the professor actually took us through the process of, all these different methods exist that you can use to sort of create ideas. All these different tools exist where you can discuss the different constraints using them and see which one is a better product. Also got to go visit Halliburton, which is where the project came from, and then do sort of a needs analysis, before we started generating our ideas. So I think they're doing their best to sort of, sure, it's not the best, but they're doing I think they're doing a good job trying to bring in business business opportunities to students to work on design projects, and also trying to introduce incoming freshmen to it. But I don't know if it's so their approach is like more front end and back end as you leave. I'm not sure how much they do in the middle. I feel like that is sort of a loss on that end, because you're learning all this technical information, and it can be or should be connected to the design process, because otherwise you have this information that's technical and just sitting in the back of your head, and then when it comes to time to apply it, at least personally, I had problems trying to figure out how do I apply what I learned over so many years. So I think that's a big bottleneck there. Then again, there are other opportunities like business certificate programs, and I keep seeing these emails about the 3-day startup competition. I believe it's run by a student organization. And I think there are opportunities that exist. Perhaps students do not know about them, and there are also some that can definitely be improved on. So I'm willing to align myself with people who are already working here. I know there are 2 fellows from last year, and also the administration seems really interested in bringing innovation and entrepreneurship to campus. So that's where I'm sort of seeing myself fit in and try to create something which is sustainable. Sorry, it seems like I went on for a long time.
No, that's good.
So that's what's going on at Texas A&M.
It is 2:19. Just timekeeping. But
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're supposed to go back at 2:20.
Mhm.
Sorry guys, my computer literally just crashed while I was talking to you, and so I
man.
kind of saved this on my iPad, but that was the second time that happened today, so I don't really know what's going on. I don't think my computer likes the WebEx. But,
Mine either.
That happens to my desktop, actually. I think it may be because they're too old.
Yeah.
do you
Well,
think
I
we should go back to the WebEx?
Sure, we can.
Yeah.
Okay.
I recorded just what we were all saying, so if you guys want to look at it, I'm assuming it automatically saves, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I see
Yeah.
it.
Okay, cool. Sorry if I butchered some of what you were saying, but
All right, well, thank you. It was nice meeting y'all.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
See you back in Beverly.
bye.
Bye.